Hi there. In this video I want to talk a little bit about why I actually sold my 2.5-year-old electric vehicle, my Mustang Mach E, and replaced it by a 7-year-old Toyota Corolla. I guess the ones which are called high mileage because it has driven 250,000 or even more, 55,000 kilometers. It could seem like a crazy swap, but in this video I want to tell you exactly why I did that. Okay, first off, let me talk a little bit about why I actually sold it, my Mustang Mach E. Since only being 2.5-year-old, 55,000 kilometers driven, does it really make sense? Well, the first reason is actually the write-off has been insane. In approximately 2 years, it had lost half of its price already. That's insane. It's actually faster than Donald Trump loses popularity on Greenland, you could say. And that's fucking fast. Anyway, when I was looking into keeping it, let's say 1 or 2 years more, my predictions is that it would, the write-off is not gonna flatten out, it's gonna keep on dropping. So the feeling was actually get out of it before it gets even worse. The second reason was that the warranty had stopped. There was, yes, still warranty on the high voltage battery, but that's basically not my main concern. And even though the car has proven to be pretty reliable, I did have some few small hiccups, which basically were covered by the warranty. One thing being the drive shaft I had replaced. But still, it made me a little uncertain keeping the car, especially taking into account that if you don't know, I actually like to work and be able to fix my own car. And I think some of the parts which could happen or get damaged on this car, I would actually struggle fixing in my little garage. Another thing which had annoyed me quite a lot with the Mustang Mach E, and I think it's pretty similar to the Model Y and similar sizes of cars. Where I live here in Denmark, I drive around a lot around town, small villages and it's actually a little big and clumsy, but that's my personal opinion. I struggle parking it, and the parking lots here are not really made for a car like that. But anyway, that's my personal opinion. But one thing that is definitely not a personal opinion about the Mustang Mach E, which it has received a lot of critics for, is the suspension. And it has a harsh suspension. And it could be that the idea from Ford were to make this sporty feeling on this car, but being a family car, not meant for the racetracks, it doesn't really make sense. It should have been made more comfortable, in my opinion. Now, of course, I guess one of the main drivers also is that having this car, it's actually quite expensive, and it does without completely selling out of my personal economy. We did have a rather big mortgage on it still, and when I sold it, I was actually able to completely return all the money to the bank, saying, okay, we don't have a car, fine, but at least we don't have the mortgage, and then we can figure out what car to buy. I guess you already know, because I bought this Toyota. Let's park that. But anyway, we did have a big mortgage on the car. And another thing that really sucked about it, and that's also very, not specifically to the Mustang Mach E, but the winter rains, oh man, it sucks. When I took myself, always when driving on the freeway, do not go faster than 110 kilometers an hour, and don't have the cabin heated too much, because the range just completely shrinks when you do that. So not being able to do more than 200 kilometers kind of sucks sometimes. And I know that when you have an EV, you convince yourself it's not a problem, it only takes 30 minutes to charge and blah blah blah. I know, because I said it myself a million times, but reality is that sometimes it is a little annoying. Fine. And then the last thing, and I don't mean to offend any of you from America, because I have been there, I have friends there, but as things are right now, cars being a part of my identity, I don't really want to drive around in a car made in America. That's how it is. So, but yeah, that's why I sold it. And now let me come with all the reasons why I bought this new or 7-year-old Toyota Hybrid. Okay, let me talk about the hybrid I bought, the Toyota, because it's from 2019, being 7 years old, and it has driven 255,000 kilometers. It's an insane swap, at least from appearance. But actually, making that swap made me and my wife and family save 125,000 Danish kroners, which is equivalent to approximately 17,000 euro. It's actually quite a lot of money. And with interest, it would be approximately, I don't know, 21,000 euros. So that we have to pay off to the bank. And when buying this Toyota, we were actually able to buy it without having to make a mortgage to the bank, which would, at the end of each month, actually free up quite a lot of money, even taking into account that we have to pay for gasoline now and the electricity being so cheap, but that still doesn't equal out the saving, because the saving when buying this is actually quite a lot. Now, being a previously Toyota fan, because I have had a Toyota Hybrid before, and we have regretted so many times that we sold that car and bought the electric vehicle, because we were happy with it. We didn't own the bank any money with that Toyota, and yeah, we fell into the trap, you could say. But having knowledge about Toyota brand and having had a hybrid before, I know that it is a very reliable car, which is why I don't really mind buying a Toyota Hybrid, which has 250,000 miles on the clock. And it has, in this case, a full service book, and I was able to inspect it on a hoist because I bought it from a dealer. There's no rust, everything is, if not like brand new, it is very well maintained, and I'm gonna make a video of it after. So having bought a 7-year-old car like this, it doesn't really matter to me. Now, and the obvious thing, looking apart from not owing the bank any money, is I can fix it myself, I can repair it myself, I can do all the service myself, and I love doing it. It's fantastic. So that's an obvious pro with buying this car also. And that takes me to the next. I don't really care, it doesn't have any warranty anymore, because it's not gonna break. I know it can do 500,000 kilometers if you maintain it correct, so it doesn't matter. And the good thing when you buy a hybrid, a Corolla like this, it's still a modern car. And what do I mean by that? Well, it has a 5-star Euro NCAP safety. It has adaptive cruise control with lane assist, exactly like my Mustang Mach E. So we are not being degraded on that. It's as good or even better. It has a head-up display. I love that. I had never had a car with that before. The Mustang Mach E didn't have it. What a great feature, actually. It has the emergency brake as well. And if we look apart from that, it has a smooth suspension, which the Mach E, as I said, did not have. I really like the suspension on the Corolla. It's very comfortable. It has loads of space, and this is where they upgraded the Corolla from my previous Auris, where on the rear seat there was not really that much space. Here they have added more space, and the boot is big. It's big, much bigger than my Mustang Mach E. And you can easily do 20 kilometers per liter on it. It's not a problem. And being a hybrid, it has Toyota's, let's just call it automatic transmission. It's not, but my wife think it is. It's a ECVT. Who cares? You don't have to. You don't have a manual stick when shifting gears. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I can tell you one thing. When I bought it from the dealer, I bought it 250 kilometers away from where I lived, and I filled up the tank, and it was -2 degrees. It's pretty cold. If that would have been the Mustang Mach E, I would not get home on one single charge. And when I filled the tank at the dealer, I had almost 800 kilometers of range, and I just drove the car all the 130 on the freeway, 90 on the normal road, with 23 degrees inside the cabin. And when I got home, I think I had 550 kilometers of range left and I was laughing my ass off. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and yeah, leave a comment if you think I'm completely crazy, or perhaps you did the swap yourself, going back to a hybrid or gasoline car. Take care. Bye.